everybody? You guessed it, it is your boy, Trey Sense, up burning the midnight oil, shooting a little video for you so you know what it is. We got a little bit of a video, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. Before we get into that though, I need something from you. I need you to like this video, share this video, sub to the channel, and my favorite part, continue to check in. Listen, South Africa has checked in, South Alabama has checked in, South Mississippi has checked in, Georgia, Florida, all the way up to Yonkers, New York, PA, Port Arthur, Texas has checked in, Dallas, Texas, man, Arkansas, and all places in between. Florida, man, continue to tap in with your boy and let me know where you watching the video from. Wyoming, Colorado, Memphis, all over the place, man. I think that is so cool. California knows how to party. They've been tapping in with your boy. So we got a quick little video for you today. What I got actually is 3 different scent profiles that women actually love. Now, all of these fragrances have a couple of things in common. 1, they're affordable. 2, they're not really that hard to get your hands on. And 3, ladies love them. What was it Rob Bay said? Ladies love them, girls adore them. I mean, even the ones that never saw them, like the way that I rock at a show. The reason why, yo, I don't know. Man, I'm telling my age. But anyway, ladies love these fragrances and girls adore them. So let's get to it. The scent of the day, the fragrance that I wore today, is from the house of Issey Miyake. And this is a fragrance house that has a lot of fragrances that just don't get a lot of love, a lot of mention, a lot of hype. And this is from the house of Issey Miyake, and it is L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme. Wait a minute. Fresh. Now, you can wear the original. If you don't have this one, it's not a whole lot of difference between this one and the original, other than the yuzu note in the original jumps out at you. I think they replaced that note in this one with grapefruit. A lot of the same vibe. It gives you that same salty, sea salty, aquatic, petroleum type of vibe. And I had a young lady ask me tonight, she said, "Ooh, what is that cologne you got on? You smell so good." And it was funny, my little homeboy, my little protege, Blake, who has gotten off into fragrances here lately, he just looked at me and I said, I told you. I don't think some of these guys, when they spray on fragrances, spray enough on. It's almost like they're afraid to be noticed. Wear it. Step into it. Put it on. I mean, you ain't got to spray 55 sprays, but you're going to have to do more than just and think somebody going to smell you. Like, nah, you gotta wear it. You gotta wear it and own it. But Issey Miyake's L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme, the fresh edition. You know, and it'll be the bottle that you can see through. My only complaint about this, about Issey Miyake, is why? I mean, this is ridiculous. Much better. Just put a cap on it and be done with it. But what you're gonna have here, guys, again, slightly grapefruit, but it's not a grapefruit forward fragrance. It's not a citrus forward fragrance. You will pick up on a little bit of it, but what you're gonna pick up on mostly is a nice violet leaf type, sea salty type of fragrance. And it is really, really good. Great one to wear this time of the year. Again, every time I wear either this or Issey Miyake, I get compliments. And honestly, if I wear a fragrance that just smells good, there's so many women that'll go, "Is that Issey Miyake you wearing?" And I'm just like, no. So when she asked me today, and she was like, "Oh, you smell so good. What are you wearing?" And I said, Issey Miyake. I couldn't help but laugh. I was just like, but it is what it is. But nonetheless, it's a really good fragrance, inexpensive. You can pick this up places like Joma Shop, man, and it's not gonna cost you but $30 or $40. And it's a pretty good size bottle. And yeah, I think you will enjoy it. That's one fragrance, and that's one style of fragrance, and that's more of a salty, aquatic, running around, daytime type fragrance. Now, you want to dress up a little bit. This fragrance, again, is from an overlooked house, and I want to show you the dent in my bottle of Calvin Klein Defy EDP. It is right there. I'm gonna eventually get the parfum as well. And this is a stunning, stunning fragrance. It reminds me of something from the house of Tom Ford. Nothing in particular from Tom Ford just jumps off, but it just reminds me of a fragrance that would be from the house of Tom Ford. That ombre leatherish, that fabulous type of vibe. I want to tell you, whether you wear this one or the EDT, I've never not worn this fragrance and not gotten a compliment. That's from men, women, boy, or child. Young girls, older women, gentlemen, they all compliment me when I wear this fragrance. Now, what you're gonna get with this one, to me, it's very professional. And I think Calvin Klein did an outstanding job on this fragrance. If this fragrance were released by Valentino and it was called Born in the Desert, Sunlight Shines on the Doggy, people would love it. And you'd pay $150 for it and be glad. Or if it was called Tom Ford Dusk Ravageur, you'd pay an arm and a leg for it and you'd be happy. But what you get with this, in my opinion, is a Tom Ford Fabulous style fragrance. Not exactly the same, so calm down. I'm not saying it, so don't be running around talking about some Trey crazy. He said that Defy smell like Tom Ford Fabulous. Follow me. It's gonna give you the same vibe, that nice masculine leather, not necessarily a sweet type of fragrance, the type of fragrance that says, hey, I mean business. I'm here to mean business. I'm very assertive. I know exactly what I want. I know what I want out of life. I know where I'm going. Just a very professional style of fragrance. And for a budget, when I first bought Defy, I bought the EDT and I paid like $55, $60 for it. I thought it was too much. I took it back. Then it started popping up at the racks. Well, it was already popping up at the rack stores, but the price started to go down. So then I got it for like 30 bucks and I was like, that's a steal. Then I found the EDP and it's a steal as well. I say look for this on places like Macari. I know a lot of you are leery with Macari. I wouldn't hesitate to buy this from Macari. I really don't think anybody would be cloning this. That's just my opinion. And I know somebody right now going, you'd be surprised, you'd be surprised. That's what I said. I'd be very surprised. But even if not, go somewhere like Joma Shop. You could probably get this at a really good price. No, I wouldn't. I'd be shocked if you had to pay $40 for this. But in my opinion, you're gonna get a fragrance that far outperforms and outreaches the price point. To me, this fragrance at least smells $150, $200 fragrance. In my opinion. Now, it does have a little bit of sweetness as it comes on a little bit later in there, but still, it's not a sweet forward fragrance. It's not one that you're gonna think, when you smell it, you're not gonna think of its sweetness, but it's something rich and woody running in the base of it that is gonna give it some sweetness and a little bit of play, but still. The main thing that you're gonna get for this is, to me, a budget-friendly suit and tie, mature type of vibe is what I get from this. So from the house of Calvin Klein, it is Defy, and I'll never forget wearing this to work one day and walking by one of my coworkers, and she stopped dead in her tracks and she said, Trey. I said, yeah. She said, that's a good one. And Calvin Klein Defy. And I had just left the barber shop and the barber walked by me. He said, big boy, I don't know what you got on today, but you sure smell good. And he turned his head when he said it, so I knew he meant it. It was like, man, you smell. But anyway, moving along. This next one is one, and again, we're in the cooler season, so the Issey Miyake Fresh is one that I would reach for during the daytime. Did I say we're in the cooler season? I meant we're in the the summer, the warmer part of the season. So this is going to be one that I would reach for during the day if I were running errands. But still, just because the weather is warming up doesn't mean that you don't have to take care of business or go to church or job interviews or, whatever that you may have to do. I still think this is one that you can pull off now, especially in the evening times, especially at night. Now, should you spray this on and go to your son's softball game or baseball game, t-ball, whatever? I mean, you can. I wouldn't. I would lean more towards this. But if you're doing something indoor, I don't know. A lot of graduations have already taken place in the South. I'm not sure if everybody's already graduated, but you got some graduations to go to, and it's going to be indoors. I think this would kill them. And this would really knock them dead. So from the house of Calvin Klein, it is Defy. Now this next one is definitely a date night fragrance. It's definitely one that leans towards cooler weather. But to me, cooler weather, any fragrance that I would wear in the cooler weather, I would wear at night. That's just straightway. That's just me. If I would wear it in the winter, I'll wear it at night. Not necessarily one that I would put on and go bake in the hot sun, but I would definitely wear this at night. And this is from the house of Armaf. And it is Dubai's Chocolate Odyssey. And I haven't had this fragrance long. And this was a gift from my friend, Mr. Payton. There's a lady that I work with. We have a love-hate relationship. Every time I wear this fragrance, you can almost see her just almost wanting to crawl up in my lap. And if a fragrance smells so good that it makes a woman that don't really like you want to crawl up in your lap, then you already know. It's a surefire banger. Chocolate, warm chocolate, dusty chocolate, gourmand. Again, this is not one you can spray a ton of, but paired with the right JB Butters or Palmer's Cocoa Butter or something like that, this would be fire. This would be fire. I would tell you, man. But she has asked me 5 or 6 times, what was that one fragrance that you had on that day? That smells good. And when a person doesn't like you and they remember how good you smell, and this is what I had on. And to me, this is the quintessential date night fragrance. This is him right here. This is the one. And again, I understand, we're in the month of June, so I gotta stretch my knee out. I just got off work, so a little swollen, a little stiff, but that's part of getting old and working. It's nice. It's nice. It smells liquid gourmand. I mean, it's just, that's nice. Speaking of liquid gourmand, I'm old enough to remember when Issey Miyake, even though it wasn't the fresh, it was just the Issey Miyake was called the liquid panty dropper. Crazy, right? That's crazy. But women still love Issey Miyake. But this right here again, this is one, I don't know, you may have a nice little coffee and cake spot, a nice little dessert spot that you want to take a lady to, just for a quick little, conversation, or just, maybe not a full-on date, but just a meet and greet or whatever, a first date. Maybe y'all friends of friends are hooking y'all up. Nice little coffee shop date. Because here's the thing, ain't nobody wearing this. Ain't nobody wearing this, and there's not a lot of us that are wearing this style of fragrance. Everybody wants to be in the same mold and cookie cutter. Everybody wants Baccarat Rouge 540. Smells good, but it's becoming common because that scent profile is so used. It is what it is. But anyway, from the house of Armaf, it is Dubai Chocolate Odyssey. Listen to me now on this one. Believe me later on. Fellas, get this in your repertoire. That's a bad boy right there. But anyway, all right, guys, this has been 3 fragrances, 3 different scent profiles that the ladies absolutely go crazy for when I wear them. So I think you'll have success with them too. All right, guys, and they're all really affordable fragrance. That is the best part. We don't gotta spend a lot of money to smell good, and ain't nobody gonna know the difference. So with that being said, I love you all, and may God bless you all. Until next time, guys, peace.